chills. My drilling code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Monday, down. Lady. Watch the run. Watch the right. Monday, down.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
What down? 180.
Choose the mic. Hey, what's the leg?
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. James has got it. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Express. White.
Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got Rodgers. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Check, 55 to Mike. Purdue. 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 13. Switch.
Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Check 25. Check. Topper.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I'm coming after you. He's crashing. Monday.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Check. Hey, alert. Watch Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rosen going to run the option right here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
You ain't doing nothing today. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Monday.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the eye.
Here's a run with Balaj. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Check, 59. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Third and goal. Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kalen Balaj there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Hey, alert, alert.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. It's complete to Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Rosen will throw. Caught by Wilson. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Rosen now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
Alert.
Again, it's Rosen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Man, I got you. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, quarter. Hey, quarter. Hey, Charlie. Check. Hey, alert, alert.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Going for it all. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
80. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch. Hey, alert. Let's go. Hands got.
Rosen to throw again. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Alert.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's on field. Middle. Alert.
Here's Rosen. Caught. It's Wilson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Rosen now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 53. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now Rosen on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, quarter.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Green brings it in. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert 3, alert 3. Check 3, check 3. Monday. Hey, walk.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's got Green. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. Hey, alert. Fresno.
And this is Parker, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. James has got it, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Bravo. Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Choose the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Monday. Check 52.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Let's go. Do it. At the 50-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Watch out.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
52.
Here we go.
2nd and 11. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
No, check that. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. Room here to run. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Dolphins' 5-yard line.
We go set. 8, read.
Pull it together.
Set, go.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So they get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run here with Balaj. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go, D. Hey, Haywood.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And able to find Green. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Monday. Hey, high 7.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And a completion to Wilson. A good pickup there, a 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
80.
Mike, check, 59.
Buzz.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And some strong running. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen, give him 14 on that one and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Kill.
Monday.
He's checking. Crash.
80.
3, alert 3.
Bang.
They run it with Balaj. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They come up in an offset eye.
Check 6.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Stay with your man.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Complete to Bryant. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
First down, Raiders.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw here. It's caught by Bryant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Orbit.
Back to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now back to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
I got you, punk.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's